Welcome to USB Hole, the podcast where we talk out of our asses. I'm Chill,
I'm the child.
and today we are going to be talking about our favorite, well, not our favorite, but our packing essentials, because one of us just got back from a trip, and both of us will be going on a trip soon. So,
Travel
yeah,
must-haves.
what do we bring? What's something that you must have at all times?
If I'm going somewhere, even if it's just for one night, I always bring a pillowcase.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't like, well, like I have skin allergies, so sometimes I'll just bring my own pillow and blanket, even though I stay at nice hotels. Some
Yeah.
laundry detergents give me hives, so sometimes I'll just preemptively bring stuff anyway. But with pillowcases, like I just really like to have my face on my own pillowcase. Because one, like I drool, and two, like if they don't change your pillowcase, I don't want someone else's gross pillow on my face. And also, I sweat a lot when I sleep, and sometimes depending on how fresh my hair color is, like it will bleed
Oh,
onto the
God.
pillowcase. So I always just bring my own pillowcase. It's like my
I
number
never
one.
thought to do that, but also, like, if we're gonna drive somewhere, I will bring my own blanket because I just hate hotel blankets. Like, they're the worst. But I, spoiler alert, I have a baby blanket that I still use at 31 years old.
We talked about that in the very first episode
Did we?
of USB Hole. Uh-huh.
I don't remember things. So I put it under my head because I don't like having two pillows, but I also like being a little more elevated than a normal pillow. So I'll put it under my head, and that way I'm not even touching the pillowcase. So I guess I
Okay.
never thought about it for that reason, because like I never touch the pillowcase.
Yeah. Is that where you sleep with it at home also under your head?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why. Like I cannot sleep without something elevating my head like a little bit.
Do you take that blanket with you when you go on trips and stuff, or do you only sleep with it at home?
I usually take it with me. It's small
Mm,
enough to where it doesn't take up a lot of room in like a suitcase and
yeah.
stuff.
So sometimes I'll just bring a blanket. Like obviously, if it's a road trip, you need a blanket for in the car too. But sometimes I'll bring like like a throw blanket to use at the hotel also. But in addition to that, I sometimes, well, I always at home, I always sleep with my dog's old blanket, which we also talked about, I think, in that first episode.
Yeah, I think
Which
we did.
again, it was cleaned after the dog used it, but I sleep with that blanket also. It's just like a small, very small throw blanket. But I will only bring it with me on specific trips because I'm so terrified that I'll leave it behind.
Oh, I'm using Eddie's baby blanket now, so I don't really
Yeah.
care. Because, well, I do care because that would
Yeah.
suck because then I wouldn't have it, but mine is completely like torn to shreds and
Yeah.
barely anything left of it. So I was like, well, I can't really use this anymore because I can't really wash it again.
Yeah.
So I just use his, which at least he had one.
Yeah.
That's probably weird to use your boyfriend's baby blanket, but whatever.
Hey, whatever works, man. Yeah, I had way back when I was younger, um my at the time fiance was stationed in Iraq. This was in like 2008, and it was like real crazy over there at the time. Well, he had given me like this bear before he left, so I took it with me everywhere that I went. That was like if I was going to be overnight, because it was like he was there, whatever, that type of
Right.
sentimental stuff. Um, and I left it behind on the vacation, and I was just flipping out because I thought it was packed, and I searched the car and I couldn't find it. Well, luckily they did, like the housekeepers at the facility, they turned it into like the office staff. It was not a condo place, but they turned it into the office staff and they saved it. But they didn't even like contact us and be like, hey, people who just checked out this week, does this belong to you? They just put it in the office in case somebody called looking for it.
I
So I wound
feel
up
like that's
having
how most hotels do it because
this
I
was
don't know.
this was a timeshare vacation condo.
Oh, that's
That
kind of
same
weird
place that I
then.
just went, but
Yeah.
a very long time ago, over 10 years ago. Um, yeah, so I mean, like they had all of our contact information because we owned that week, you know.
And it's not
But
like they
yeah,
have a bajillion rooms like a normal hotel would.
yeah. So I wound up having to drive 3 hours to go get it. Because I
I
was
would
like,
have
well, I
done the
need
same
it.
thing.
Yeah. Then we fucking broke up anyway, so what a waste of my time.
Do you still
Yeah.
have it?
No,
I don't
I
blame
do
you.
not. I still have some things that people have given me, but that particular item I don't have. Yep.
I I can't remember what I was about to say. I'll just go on to mine.
Okay.
My first one is something I dealt with last year when I went to back to Illinois for a work thing. Um, I brought my charger, but I didn't bring a brick for it that goes into the wall because almost every hotel I've ever been to, they have like the little USB ports like in the lamps or in the
Yeah.
wall or somewhere. So I just didn't think about it because I don't travel much and almost every hotel I've been to had that. So I was like, okay, we'll be fine. So I get there and I didn't book this hotel, my boss did. So I walk in and there were no USB holes to be found. And I was like, what the hell? How am I going to charge my phone? Because at that point, it'd been like a whole day since I charged it. I was on the plane for like 5 hours. Um, so I had nowhere to charge my phone. My parents were with me and they were looking everywhere to help me, and there was a USB port on the back of the TV. And
Why didn't you
the
just go buy a box?
at that point it was like 11:30, everything was closed, like,
Oh, it was late
and
at
I
night.
needed it as my
Okay.
alarm.
Yeah. And
And
plus, if your phone gets below like 97%, you freak out.
yeah, I mean it was pushing 20 at this point. So I plugged it into the TV and literally I was probably up for the next hour or so because I got used to Pacific time. Um, maybe 2 hours even. I went and looked at it, it went up to like 22. It went up like
Yeah.
2% in an hour. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my alarm's not gonna work.
Because well, those
So
aren't meant for charging is why,
I
but
know.
at least it would keep your phone from dying.
Right. So I just
Yeah.
kept it there and then I had to like get up to actually turn it off in the morning because the TV was all the way on the other side. But
Yeah.
I'm not risking that again because I want something that charges it super quick so I could just do it real quick, go use it later and take it away. So I'm
Yeah.
always going to have a brick. I think I even have a brick already in my suitcase from like just preparing.
I always bring a brick and two cords.
I think I just didn't think about it because I don't really use the brick anymore. Because even when I'm at home, like all of my power strips have USBs in them.
Mm.
All of my like electrical sockets on the walls have USB ports in them. So it's like I never need to use the brick.
Yeah. I just like if it's an overnight, then I just bring like one cord in the brick. But if it's like for an extended time, then I bring an extra one too because it always winds up that somebody with me didn't bring a charger and they want to use mine and I want to use mine. So I'm like, bring an extra and then or like one of mine winds up breaking for whatever reason. So I always just bring a second one for to be prepared. Because I will be ridiculously over prepared for some things and like just fly off the seat of my pants on some other things.
No, I totally am the
Yeah.
same way. Like I'll bring 5 chargers, but then have no bricks, so
Yeah. I
can't
see
use
you got
them.
a new suitcase back there.
Oh
Has
yeah.
a label on it, so I'm assuming it's new, or you just leave your labels on stuff.
No, I just got it a couple days ago. Not a sponsor. I don't even know what it is, so I can't tell you anyways.
Yeah, like you can't see the brand on there. It's a suitcase, not a sponsor.
It's
Suitcase
a
is not a
25
sponsor.
incher. My other one was only 19, so I needed something because we're going away for like 6 days. So I was like, that's too small. Can't fit all my bricks.
All your bricks. I mean, well, you got me who's trying to just bring a backpack. But I'm not going for as long as you, so I felt like I didn't need a suitcase, but
You might as
now
well, it's
I'm bringing
free.
one. Yeah, I can bring two of them fucking things now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't even think of enough stuff to bring with me to fill two suitcases.
I told Eddie to be careful because he has a 29-inch and that's like right on the brink of how big you can be to get a free suitcase on Southwest. And
Mm,
I was like, well, you can't go over 50 pounds then because that's also like one of the stipulations. And he was like,
yeah.
no, you're allowed two. And I was like, okay, but one big one cannot be split into two. They don't count it that way. They count it one at a time. Like if one of your bags is over 50 pounds, they are not just gonna be like, oh, you only brought one. That's fine. Like, no, you have to pay $75.
Oh my gosh. So we're both flying Southwest?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I usually only fly Southwest if I have to check a bag because fuck paying for bags.
Yeah, it is nice that you get your bags, your check bags for free.
Yeah, and now Southwest, well, always I think Southwest is the only one that flies direct out of Burbank, so you don't have to do what
The
is it called?
layover? The
Layover,
layover,
yeah,
yeah.
or a
Yeah,
stop.
both of mine are nonstop, but I had to pick ridiculous times
Yeah.
just because I didn't want to risk like coming home. I didn't really care if it wasn't nonstop and I, risked a layover, but I have spent way too much time in airports due to flights being canceled during a layover and not being able to get my connecting flight, and I was not risking that. So I have
Yeah.
to go to the airport at a obnoxiously early time so that I can make sure that I don't miss a flight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if there were stops. Like I said, Southwest is the only one from Burbank that doesn't do stops. Like if I went Delta or whatever, I would have to do a stop.
Hmm.
But the takeoff and landing is what gets me really sick. So if you have to do that four
Oh,
times
right. Yeah. So you can't do that.
in one ride, that's
Yeah.
a lot. Like
Yeah.
two is enough.
Yeah. See, like I don't have that problem, so I didn't think about that. But with you, that would be, even worse.
Yeah, hopefully the meds I got helped, but I didn't really want to chance it
Yeah.
because they can only do so much.
Yeah. Ugh. I just that's the only time I chew gum. Just so you know I don't like gum, but I will sometimes chew gum on the airplane.
Me too. Or like if I'm
Just
driving through mountains or something, sometimes I'll chew
yeah.
gum.
Yeah. I will chew it just long enough to get up, and then I get that shit out of my mouth right away, get it in a wrapper in a trash bag, and then same thing just until I land and then get rid of it right away.
That shit
I hate it.
hurts.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather listen to myself chew gum than deal with my ears popping. My ears will pop when
Yeah.
I'm going up like 100 feet because they're little baby back bitches. But
I mean, if you're allowed to have a drink and be drinking your drink during landing and takeoff, then you wouldn't need gum because you just keep swallowing. But feels like
yeah,
the
that's
gum just
true.
makes you salivate more, and that's what so you swallow, and it helps with your ears. But
My doctor told me I'm not allowed to have alcohol on the plane.
what?
I've never done that before anyway. I usually get like Sprite
You
just
never
to
had
help
alcohol on
settle
a
my
plane?
stomach. I
I
don't
an-
think I have.
I answered this survey recently on Twitter, and it's like, what's your go-to airplane meal or snack or something like that? And I'm like, Tito's and Chex Mix. Every time I fly, I get a Tito's with ginger ale and a bag of traditional Chex Mix. That's like
They give you Chex
I
Mix?
need
I've
it.
only
No,
gotten
I buy
like,
it. Well, because
oh,
I haven't flown Southwest in years because I usually fly United, and United has like there's the snacks that are
they
free, but
have
then you
like a
can
full
buy
cart.
stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can buy stuff, and I always buy a Tito's and ginger ale and a bag of Chex Mix. So
I've never bought anything on a plane. A
yeah,
lot of the times, like I would say almost 100% of the time, it might be 100. When I fly a plane, it's under someone else's name.
when you fly a plane.
Yeah. I am the pilot. No. When I'm in a
um,
plane, it's always booked under someone else's name, like either my boss or my friend's parents or Eddie or something. So I don't want to buy something because it's going to go on their account.
no, you just give them your credit card right there on the airplane.
You can do that?
Yeah, girl, you haven't been living.
I've also been on like four planes in
Yes.
my entire life.
Yeah. Well, I spent like the majority of 2014 flying back and forth across the country, but yeah, you can. It's pretty
That's
exciting.
fun.
Yeah, you just whatever you well, okay, so I have not been on a plane since COVID, so I don't know if any regulations or anything like that have changed when it comes, but like I've seen
I
people
don't think
talk
so.
about still getting stuff from the snack cart, so I imagine
Yeah.
it's still the same. And like when I was last on a plane, like I said before COVID, so I guess it's been like almost 3 years now. Just crazy to think about, but most of them had switched to card only so that they're not having cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just give them your card and they swipe it and then they give it back to you and you buy whatever you want.
I did not know that was even an option because I've
Yeah.
never seen anyone do it. Like last year, you say 3 years is a long time. I think I hadn't been on a plane since 2012.
Yeah.
And then I went last year, so 9 years. But I was on a United flight where I'm assuming you could buy stuff, and I don't know if I saw anyone buy anything. Everyone just got like a pop or whatever, like free. I know they don't give out peanuts anymore because of allergies.
Yeah.
So it was like some like cookie thing, and then
Those Belvita cookies.
I don't think it was
Unite
Velveeta though, because I would have
Oh,
remembered that.
United for a while, they gave out the Belvita blueberry cookies. Those things are fire.
Whatever it was, I think one of the things was like gluten free.
Oh,
And then another thing was something else. I can't remember. They gave out two things, but they were actually pretty good
cool.
and kind of
Yeah.
expensive looking.
When I say like 3 years is a long time, like, yeah, I know for a lot of people it's not because a lot of people don't travel. It's just like based off the fact that prior to COVID, like I was traveling and flying a
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
is what I meant by that.
I
Not
wasn't
to be
calling you
like,
out. I was
oh,
just telling you my experience. Like it's been 9 years.
yeah,
So I have no
yeah,
idea what happens. But yeah, the only thing I've been on the last 9 years is United, and
yeah,
they were giving out like I said, I took a Sprite and then whatever free shit they handed
yeah.
me.
I'm like just a bougie bitch and I need to have my comfort snacks to feel better. I
I
don't
mean, if
like to
that's
have
what
to
you gotta
like
do.
dig into my bag to get a snack out because for one, like if you especially when I'm traveling alone, like if there's not a lot of space, or I always seem to wind up next to people who feel that their elbows are in all the space, and like because I have a large chest, I already can't fit my arms at my side.
Me
And
too. I
then you
feel
have
that.
somebody else, and then like you can't move around, and there's just like it makes it even harder to fit in there than being. And God, I mean, have never been on a plane being the weight that I am now, so that'll make it a little more difficult too. So bring on the booze. But also, my flight is at 5 o'clock in the morning, so they probably won't let
Oh
me buy a
God.
Tito's.
On Friday?
My flight out, yeah. And then when I come back, I leave Texas at 9 a.m. So they also might not let me get a Tito's then either.
Do they
Maybe they got
stop you?
mimosas on there. Sometimes they don't serve certain things during certain time periods.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine that would be the only issue.
Because for
Once
some people, I mean, 5 o'clock in the morning is their nighttime.
exactly. Like especially like people who work third shift and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was on a flight from South Carolina to back to Florida once. I went up for like 2 days because I was in a wedding. And I was like, I didn't have time to drive, so I just flew there and back. And it was pretty cool, nice because it was round trip was like $70. I don't know how I scored
Damn.
that. It's American Airlines, I'm pretty sure. But it was pretty nice. I hadn't flown, I think it was American, but whatever it was, I had not flown that airline in a long time. And on the way back, I got my Tito's, but no Chex Mix. But the guy's like, "You want one or you want two?" So I'm thinking he's asking like if I want one ginger ale or two ginger ales. He was asking if I want one Tito's or two Tito's. I was like, just one's fine, I guess. He's like, just here's two. I'm like, thanks, man.
All right. I ain't gonna say no.
Yeah, like I already had to run because I literally ran through the airport. It was like some Home Alone run Rudolph kind of bullshit because the people whose wedding I was in when I went up there, she was like, "Oh, it's this far from the airport." So I just took her word for it because she picked me up, and when she picked me up, we did other things before we got to her house, so I didn't have a way to know like the time frame
Right.
to know that it was more than that. Well, it wasn't. It was like an hour and a half. And I was like, my flight leaves at such and such time. And she's like, oh, okay, well, then we'll leave at this time. Well, no. So I just made it to the gate.
Oof.
I was like the last person to get on. And I'm like, God, this is horrible. So I was like super stressed out. I feel like maybe that flight attendant just knew I needed that second Tito's.
They knew
Oh,
what you needed that day.
yeah.
Yeah, that would give me mad anxiety.
So, yeah. But what else do you bring when you travel?
I always bring like 17 pairs of underwear, even though I don't like, am I gonna shit myself every day? I don't
I
know
do the
why I
same
do
fucking
this.
thing.
Like, I have never needed more than like 4 pairs. And well, I went to Colorado for like 2 weeks one time, so I definitely need more than 4. But even then, I didn't need 17. I'm a
Yeah.
grown person. I don't shit myself unless I'm like super sick. Why do I need so many pairs of underwear?
I think it's just like the security of you're like, okay, well, this is something I know I'm gonna need to wear every day, so this is what I can pack. Versus like when you need to pick like shorts or pants, it's like two things: shorts or pants, shirt,
Yeah.
or if you bring a dress or something like that.
And you have to
I
like make an outfit out of them. With
Yeah,
underwear, it's like who's really gonna see it
yeah.
though?
I will do the same thing. I'll put like 15 pair of underwear in my bag to go away for 3 days, but I'll bring one shirt.
Yep. I've done the same thing. And it's like they're small enough where I could just throw it in like the top zipper part and just be like,
Mhm.
yeah, I could fit a bunch in here. Who cares?
Yeah, there's still space. Add more.
Like I will go into old suitcases I've used and just find random underwear and random zippers. I'm like, why? Why do I have so many in here?
That's funny. Like I have an addiction to buying underwear. Like I literally have, I'm not even exaggerating. I have over 125 pair of underwear
Oh yeah,
that
I
I
had to
own.
stop myself because it was
And I'm
so
like,
many.
I would probably put every single pair in the suitcase if it was big enough. If I had Eddie's bag, that
Yeah,
29-inch
the
would just
29
be
inch.
filled to the brim with fucking underwear.
This is our underwear bag, so we keep it light, keep it under
that's
50 pounds.
that's the real reason that they have two free
Yeah,
checks on Southwest, so you can have one bag for your underwear alone.
one bag is just underwear. Yeah, it's so
Uh
stupid. Like, I probably have not bought underwear in like 10 years. No joke. Because I
what?
have so many. And I
Oh,
probably use the same 5 pair every week.
I
So,
can't
like,
stop buying underwear.
I had to make myself. No matter where I go, I will always look at the underwear and then I will yell at myself until I walk away because I'm like, I don't need those. I have so many at home that have never been worn once in my life. And they're
You're
all
just like,
just
let me
sitting
move
there.
and take them with me.
Yeah. I have
I just
thrown some out, like some that I would never wear, or because I was like early 20s dressing like Victoria's Secret gross shit. So I threw some of those out, but I don't know. I still have too
Mm.
many.
I also always bring ibuprofen with me.
Oh, that was on my list.
Hey, twinsies. And you have to make sure you bring your other medication, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
ibuprofen. And I don't always remember it, but I did already pack Tums for this trip.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Tums.
Yeah.
I should put those in there. I haven't gotten a lot of heartburn lately since I've been eating less.
Oh, I get heartburn from like everything.
Yeah, I know there's some people who have like esophagus and
Yeah.
stomach issues, like
If
GERD.
Tums wants to give us a little sponsorship, we'll take
Oh
that.
yeah.
I
I'll eat
swear by
those
a
all day. I
Tums.
don't even
Yeah.
care.
I get up in the middle of the night, chomp, chomp, chomp on one, get back in bed. It's
I
great.
mean, they work really well. I
Yeah.
never thought about it because I didn't have that issue usually until I got older. And then I hit 30 and all of a sudden needed Tums and I started
Mhm.
taking it and I was like, I did not realize these things that you can just eat like candy work so well.
Yeah.
Not a
Have you ever
sponsor.
had the chewable, like the smoothie flavored ones? Because
Yes, they're so
those are
good.
just so good.
That's dangerous.
I still like usually just get the regular ones, and I like the lemon and lime, obviously. I'll eat the
And I
two
don't.
together because that's my jam. But
We
fuck
should
those
bring our
red ones.
Tums and swap the flavors so that you have all the ones you like and I have the ones I
Yeah,
like.
that's a good idea.
We're so
Just
weird.
trade them off. Oh gosh.
Oh, what is
Um,
something else I bring? Oh, I always bring liquid IV because I'm a dehydrated bitch. So, like, especially, so my doctor told me a lot of my nausea and stuff could be because I'm dehydrated.
mhm.
And that tracks because the last time I went on a plane, I had a large Dunkin' coffee, like as I was walking into the plane. And then guess how many times I peed on the flight? Just guess.
0?
No. Coffee
Oh.
makes me pee
Oh, I didn't know that about you. 4?
five times.
Oh my gosh. I never use the restroom on the airplane.
I couldn't help it. It was
Yeah.
like I have a shitty bladder to begin with. It's
Yeah.
genetics, but like I got up. Thank God I was in the aisle seat. And I felt so bad because on the way back home from Illinois, the lady next to me was like, "Would you mind swapping?" Because she had the middle seat and I had the aisle seat. And I was like, "Ma'am, I can't." Like I got up and peed 5 times on the way back too. And I
He
felt
would
bad
have been
because
like, well, I will, but you're gonna have to move a lot.
yeah, and the reason she asked was because she had a dog in a carrier. And I felt so bad because I mean, you still have to put it under the seat anyway. So it's, I don't really know how being on the outside would help that much. But I felt like if I was gonna be like, if I put her on the end, I was gonna kick that dog every time I got out. And I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel terrible. And she's like, don't feel bad. You have the right to say no. She's like, don't ever feel bad for saying no. And I was like, I know, but like, I feel bad, but I have a condition. Like, I am going to pee myself if I can't get out of the seat immediately. So, and it's not
Yeah.
even like a diagnosed condition. So I feel bad saying that, but like, it's just how my bladder is. And I try and fix it, but I don't know what to do.
So you bring, see, like liquid IV, I feel like would be something I would buy if I needed it, but I generally am always drinking water. Is it
Well, it
like I'm
also
like,
helps me not have to pee as much.
yeah, I'll be the one being like, did you have any water? Have some water. Do you need a water? Let's get you a water.
Are you going to wait for me outside the bathroom 30 times a day?
No, that
Exactly.
ain't me.
So if I take the liquid IV, I mean, it has like electrolytes and stuff, so you don't have to drink as much. You should still drink water, obviously, but like it helps. I feel like it's more absorbent and like helps. This isn't scientific. I'm talking out of my ass, but I
That's what
don't
we
pee as
do.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't pee as much when I use it and I still feel okay. So
Yeah. Good.
it helps.
Um, I also pack, or like I specifically, so on this trip that we're going on for the listener here, I'm sharing a hotel room with our friend Mark. And I know that I snore like a freight train. Like people say that, but I do. Like I wake myself up
R.I.P.
snoring.
Mark.
Yeah, I know it's really bad and everything. So I specifically said to Mark, I said, "Hey, do you want me to bring you some earplugs? Because I do snore." And he did say that he thinks that he snores too, and like apologized. I'm like, I won't hear it because I'll sleep with headphones in, like my earbuds in, because I need lots of noise to sleep. And when it's quiet, I can't sleep. But I like to bring earplugs with me when I go places too. Like I keep them in my toiletry bag all the time because I feel like it's another thing. You never know when you might need it. You
Yeah,
might go somewhere and it's really loud or like it's too loud somewhere. So I'm gonna pack an extra pair for Mark.
that's nice. Like, hey, don't have to listen to me. I have something similar. You know those things that Link recommended to me when I lived at the other apartment with the loud lady below me? That
I don't
like
know.
headphone thing. You put it on, it has Bluetooth,
Okay.
and it's like a, what's it called? A headband. So you put it
Oh
on and
yeah.
then the Bluetooth and you can play whatever music. So I usually bring that now. I don't need it at home anymore, but I usually bring it now to hotels because some hotels we've been to can get real rowdy. So
Yeah. Or there's just like one thing in the room that's making a noise that you can't
yeah.
stand. Like
Which
where
sucks
I'm
for Eddie because he can't use those things and he also wakes
Oh,
up at the drop of a hat. So
does he need
sorry.
me to pack him some
He
earplugs? Oh
won't
my
wear
God, my
them.
word. No. Oh.
Like everything has to be perfect for him to get any sleep and he won't go to the
Mm.
doctors. So sucks to be him.
Ugh. I have I also bring a shower cap with me, but that goes back to my hair dye as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because otherwise it gets on towels and stuff. If my hair color is fresh, I will also bring a towel with me just for my hair. But if I bring a shower cap, then depending on like if I'm going out at overnight, I don't need to wash my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can take a shower without washing my hair. But that's not really like a comfort thing or anything like that. It's just because I try to be respectful and not destroy stuff at the hotel with my hair color.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever dyed my hair and then gone to a hotel, but that's good to think about
Yeah.
when I do. If I do, I'm lazy. I probably won't. I was going to dye my hair before we went on this vacation. As you can see, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
And
Let's
it's too
cut.
late now.
It has like a different style to it. It's usually straight.
Yeah, I don't feel like straightening it anymore now that I put the layers in it because that takes too long. So
This
I've been not straightening it.
I like the way that it looks now better than when you straighten it. Obviously, it's your hair and it should be however you like it, but I think it looks good how it is right now.
Thanks.
Has like more like body and shape to it.
Well, when I was straightening it, it was because I didn't have these layers. I just cut
Hmm.
these like what, a month ago? Not even probably. And if I didn't straighten my hair, it would be like straight, 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 random wave, straight, 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 straight.
Oh.
So it looked stupid. It looked like I laid on something wrong. So
Kind
when
of like
that
whatever's
happens,
going on over here.
but worse, it
Yeah.
would look like a literal kink in my hair.
Ugh.
But now that it's got layers, it doesn't do that right here because it's too short to do that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do that
It
anymore
looks
and I
good
can just
though.
leave it. Thanks.
It looks like that one hair in the front looks like you have like one bleached strand of hair, but I think it's just the lighting from
I
it
do have
going
it's
away.
gray.
Just
All
that
of
one
this up front
section?
is gray. Yeah. There's
Oh,
some on this side too. This
just
is
that
all
one
gray.
section?
There are
Oh,
little like random hairs. Like
it
it looks
looks like intentional.
no. If
Oh.
you can't see it in the camera, but you know how some
Oh.
people are putting like tinsel in their hair for some reason? It was a trend for like a
Yeah.
couple weeks. That's how my hair looks because there's random gray. So it looks like I put tinsel in my hair and I'm like, great, now everyone's gonna think I'm doing this dumbass trend. But it is, you'll see it in person, but it like shines in the sun. It's really cool.
Yeah, I just have like a skunk stripe down the center of my head because I haven't done my
It's
roots. And I'm not going to do my roots before we go on this trip, probably either.
anytime I try and like actually dye my hair like myself, the gray
Hmm.
doesn't take. So
Yeah. Huh.
whatever. But yeah, I'm very gray.
What's that
It
blue
looks
section?
blonde in the
And
it looks
yeah,
more blonde than it does
in
gray,
the
but if you see
video,
it,
yeah.
you see it in real life, it's like white.
Oh, cool.
So this is kind of gross, but when I go on vacation is like mainly the time I change out my loofah because I want to bring a nice new fresh one on vacation. And then when I get back, I'll just keep using the one I used on vacation. But I don't go on vacation that often. You're supposed to change these things like once every month or two.
They also cost like $1, dude. Why are you
Yeah, I
not changing
know.
them out more?
Well, the ones I have like charcoal infused in them, so they're like
Oh, okay.
$7. But
They're a little bit nicer.
yeah, but it'll either be when I go on vacation or if it unravels completely.
Yeah.
But I'll bring a
Um,
fresh one with.
yeah, I don't bring any specific loofahs on vacations, I don't
Do you
think.
bring anything or do you use the washcloths? Because I hate washcloths.
I think on vacation, like if I go somewhere, I think I use a washcloth.
Ugh.
But again, I only stay at nice hotels. So
Yeah.
they're a little bit nicer of washcloths.
I just
Not
feel like,
nicer, but it's not like you're not rubbing sandpaper on your body.
yeah, I don't dislike it because of the washcloth itself. I just like I feel like it absorbs the soap too much. And then I have to keep reapplying soap to it because it's not lathering at all.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I know even if soap doesn't lather, it's still working, but like it has the lather, so you think it's working more.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's psychological for me, I guess.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just, I like when it comes to my toiletries, I like it all a specific way for packing. And I just guess I never thought about bringing a loofah because like I use loofahs here, but I don't pack them because I never thought about just buying one to take with me and then throwing it away there because I would never put it in a bag to bring back home.
Oh, I put it in the bag to bring back home, but I also have one of those like unfoldable shower bag things that you can hang up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the type of plastic that doesn't like get moldy and stuff, so you could put wet stuff in there and take it out and it'll be fine. It'll just air dry.
Yeah, see, if I had something like that, then I think it would be different. But I don't like the feeling of anything damp or
Me
moist or
neither.
anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
so gross.
yeah. I do bring like I have um like like for toothpaste and that toothbrush and that kind of stuff. Like a lot of times I'll get a new toothbrush for a trip. If it's an overnight, then I just bring in my purse because my purse is like a fucking suitcase. In my purse that I carry around every day, I have a small toiletry pouch in there that has a little toothpaste and a toothbrush in it. So like if I just go somewhere for an overnight, like I'll sometimes just take that, but I change that out like every couple times that it's used. And
Yeah.
I'm also really weird, like clean like all in between the bristles, like when I rinse it before I put it away and everything.
Do people not do that?
I don't know. Like I've seen some photos or like been to some people's houses where there's like some toothpaste crusted up on a toothbrush. Yeah.
Ew.
But I'm saying like because it goes into my bag, I'm like even more like
I'll
all
wipe
about
it
it.
with the
Yeah.
washcloth I didn't use to wipe my body
Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't want it being all wet and gross. That's how you breed bacteria. And if
Yeah.
there's already bacteria on it, like I know I clean it really well and you probably do too, but there's still going to be something on there.
Yeah. But like the I don't bring my one from my house to go to
Mm.
vacation or anything like that. I bring like
Yeah.
a different one.
Do you, when you bring stuff like toothpaste and shampoo and stuff, do you bring a full bottle or do you bring miniatures?
I bring miniatures.
So do I. Even if I check the bag, I bring miniatures just because I don't want it to take up a full thing.
I
And
like the
like,
way you say that. Say it again.
what? Miniatures?
Miniatures.
How do I say
Miniatures.
it?
You're saying miniatures. Like
Is
I
that
just say
not how you say it?
I say miniatures.
But there's an A in it, isn't there?
Yeah, miniatures. I'm saying miniatures. Miniatures.
But isn't there
I
an
don't know.
A
I like the way you say
after?
it. Miniatures.
Well,
You're
now I
saying
don't
an
want to
extra.
say anymore.
I don't think you're saying it wrong. I think I'm saying it lazy.
How to say?
Um, but yeah, so I think you were telling me
Nope, you're
about that the
saying it
other day.
right.
Oh. I don't know. Say it again how you would say it.
Nope, no, I'm not doing it.
Miniature. I don't know. I like it. Like
I can't do it.
a miniature pony, a miniature pony. Like I think you were telling me the other day that you would just bring, even though you're gonna check your bag, you just bring a bunch of extra mini bottles of
Not
your
extra.
shampoo.
I'm gonna like put my shampoo in the mini bottles because it's like expensive ass shampoo and conditioner. And if something happens to the big bottle and it all spills out, I'm gonna cry.
Right, but I thought the way you said it the other day, I thought you were saying you were going to bring more than one.
No, I'm just gonna bring like one of the bottles of shampoo, one of the bottles
Oh,
of
okay.
conditioner, one of the bottles of body wash, like so it doesn't take up a bunch of room.
I see what you're saying.
And like a lot of the hotels that we go to for some reason have like that Paul Mitchell tea tree oil shampoo and conditioner, which I actually used to use because it would clear up my cysts, which is a really weird random thing.
Mhm,
But I've even had surgery to like remove cysts from the back of my neck,
mhm.
but they come back. So I was using tea tree oil shampoo and conditioner, and for some reason it got rid of them. And as soon as I
That's
stopped
the tea
using
tree
it,
oil.
yeah, as soon as I stopped
Yeah.
using it, they would come back.
You can buy tea tree oil and infuse it into the shampoo that you use now.
Yeah, but they actually went away, like went away. Like it's
Oh, well,
gone.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use tea tree oil on my and coconut oil on my psoriasis.
I mean, it's so good. I didn't
Yeah.
think like an oil would be that helpful, but
Yeah. Tea tree oil fixes
here
fucking
we are.
everything, man.
Yeah, for real.
Like if you ever saw on TV like it's the name brand for it is Tagaway and it's supposed to be for like skin tags and stuff like that.
I've seen stuff for it, but I haven't seen that specific one.
Oh, well, that would be like the as seen on TV thing, but
Yeah.
it's just essentially it's basically tea tree oil. So like if you're listening and you have a problem with skin tags, get yourself some tea tree oil, put some tea tree oil on your little skin tag like twice a day and it'll be gone in like a fucking week.
That's
It's great.
crazy. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I don't have skin tags.
Because you used the oil. Could be.
Yeah, because I use the oil.
Yeah. I sometimes will get like one under my armpit, which is like the worst, or your underarm, whatever, the worst place because then you're like trying to shave. But I just use the tea tree oil on it and it goes away.
I feel like if I didn't know
Great.
that, I would just use a thread and just cut off the circulation on
But
it.
that's still, yeah, but that's can be dangerous if you don't do
I
it right.
know.
But
I
the
know.
oil, yeah, but
Don't
that
do
oil
that.
is really good for it. Yeah.
PSA, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Um, I do need to go to the store because I am out of mini bottles and I'm out of the facial cleanser that I use, like when I take my makeup off and stuff. And I'm not gonna bring my whole big thing of makeup remover with me
Yeah.
because the same thing, like shit's way too expensive if it spills or like I'm not rolling the dough. We're not getting paid for this podcast. I can't afford to just spill a whole thing all over.
Yeah, I have like little trial size ones already, so it's not my good stuff, but I'll probably just bring that just because I'm lazy and don't have
Yeah.
enough bottles. But I just had something in my head that I needed to buy because of what you just said about something, and now it's gone.
Mm.
Now I'm screwed.
Oh, I need re-wetting drops for my contacts. Let me put that on my shopping list real fast. The way you just said something in my head made me think of that.
Oh, we were talking about like toothpaste. What was it?
Toothbrush, toothpaste,
No, I have
face
that.
wash.
No, I have all that. Oh
Um,
no. Oh, I was going to get because we're going to be at the convention all day. I was going to get those mini toothbrush things that you don't need. All you need is water.
Oh yeah, like the little it's like a toothpick but with a scrubby on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it sounds like the food they're going to have there might have garlic in it, so and I'm a fucking eat it. I don't care. I'm a fucking eat it. But then if we had like meet and greets right after, gross.
I'm putting a loofah on my list and I'll just throw it away at the hotel. If they have
See,
one for
look
like
at that.
$1, but I'm gonna buy like $1 one because I'm gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna get
Oh yeah,
something
just go to like
expensive.
Walgreens or something. Not Walgreens, that's expensive. Go to like Five Below or something like that. Dollar General or whatever. Know how
Yeah.
much you love Dollar General.
No, get it right. I
Dollar
love the
Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Sorry.
The Dollar Tree I love. See now, and I'm like, now that we're talking about travel stuff, and I thought about those re-wetting drops, like I want to wear my contacts during the day, obviously, so I can wear sunglasses. But the second it's dark out, I can't see shit with my contacts in.
Can
To
you
like
bring them with?
bring my glasses with me to the thing and just like take them out in the middle of the day and switch them to my
Yeah,
glasses.
why not?
Then I have to carry my glasses around all day.
I'm literally bringing a mini backpack. Just throw them in there.
You just need to carry my glasses around for me all day.
Why not? It's already gonna be on my
Oh, that's
back.
so nice.
Do you have
of
a case
you.
for them though? Because
Yeah, these bitches cost
Okay.
$400. You think I don't have a case for them?
well, I don't know. Because
Yeah.
I ain't doing it without a case.
No, yeah, they have a case.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna bring a little backpack because I'm probably gonna bring like a pair of clothes to change into because it's gonna be cold at night.
Oh, I would just bring probably a jacket around my
And I
waist. I'll be
hate
one of those people.
carrying things. I hate it. I hate it so
Yeah.
much.
I have like so many small crossbodies that are like this big. It's just big enough for my phone to fit in it. And then obviously like my money and my ID. But I don't like feeling it on me. So I need to have pockets that can fit my stuff in them at all times. But I think all of the pants that I have to bring, like the shorts, all of them are like the kind that if I sit down, my phone falls out of my pocket.
That's like how Eddie is. Every time he gets into my fucking car, the shit just all falls out of his
Falls out of
pocket.
his pocket.
God.
It's frustrating.
But
Like
what about a fanny pack? How do you feel about that?
I do not like fanny packs because I know we're not that far apart in age, but we used them all the time when I was a kid and I hated them. And people like used to pick on you for wearing them. So it's weird that it's like such a fashion thing now. But also I feel like people wear their fanny packs like a crossbody.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I have one that would like I'll wear a fucking fanny pack and a backpack. I don't care.
I
But they
have
don't
a
match.
I have a Tampa Bay Rays Pride edition fanny pack. I can wear that and like
That'd be
support
cool.
Tampa and Pride at the same time. But then I'd have to wear the fanny pack and I don't really want to.
What is it about it that you don't like?
Aside from the memories of getting picked on, if I was thinner, I think I wouldn't mind, but because of where it sits and the way that my body is shaped, I feel like it just draws attention to like that part of my body that I don't
Yeah.
like. That goes
That's
from
why
being
I
like,
didn't
here's my tiny legs to here's this crappy part of my stomach to then here's my smaller rib cage and then here's my big boobs. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's why I didn't wear it with my overalls on that 80 night because I was like, that's gonna sit right on my stomach and that's not cool. But all my purses are like crossbody bags because I can't stand it just being on a shoulder. Like it ends
Yeah.
up hurting my shoulder. And I don't know if that's because I broke my shoulder when I was a little kid or what, but like I cannot take it. It'll be like
It's
20
just
minutes and I'm
annoying. You gotta do
enough.
a crossbody and not
Yeah.
have to even think about it.
I would prefer no purse at
Yeah.
the end of the day, but that's not realistic. So,
I have a little mini backpack that I had purchased for my mom because she loves cinch sacks.
ugh, those are so bad for your back.
I hate them. She doesn't wear it like a backpack. She just puts her stuff in it and then like carries it or throws it over her shoulder and then like she'll put her little like she has a crossbody that's really small like her phone won't fit in it. That's what she wears like as her regular purse and like clips her keys to it everywhere she goes. But like if we're gonna go out somewhere where she needs to have something else with her, or like even when she goes to work, she'll take her little like her cinch sack and put her crossbody and her keys in it, put her phone in it, and put like 2 bottles of water in it,
I
and
hate
like
it.
take it to work or take it wherever. She loves to put bags inside bags. But so I bought her this
I
really
do that.
cute, nice little mini backpack that will fit 2 bottles of water and her crossbody because she needs to not, you know what I mean? Like she wants it in there and her phone and her keys. I even gave her a wallet that I already had that matches the backpack. So she didn't have to use the crossbody. She could just put the wallet in the backpack. She used the backpack one time. She's like, I don't like it.
Oh my God.
It went back to the cinch sack because she just wants to put a bag in a bag in a bag.
I just don't understand how people find cinch sacks comfortable, especially if you have a bunch of crap in it. Like some kids used to use those as their backpacks, and I'm like, RIP your
Ugh.
back.
Yeah, and your shoulders because like they're
Yeah,
like just strings. Yeah, I don't use those. But like I said, she doesn't wear it. She just carries it with the stuff in it, which makes no sense.
that's
But
so
I don't
weird.
know. Well, now that we talked about this, what we pack and like to pack, I feel like I should go to the store.
I know. I feel like the itch to go to the store because I'm
Yeah.
gonna forget everything, and I can't right now, and it's
Yeah.
kind of making me anxious.
And I don't do the online shopping like you do. I feel like you would just like pop on Amazon and be like, I need a mini
It's
travel
too
bag.
late.
Like I don't do it. I don't like
There's
that.
not enough time before we go. I have to go to the store.
I have to, well, since my plans for tonight have now been canceled because that person called and canceled, I feel like today's the only opportunity I have to go to the store.
Do it.
Because every day and night between now and the fucking 5 a.m. flight is 100% booked up of my time.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's crazy. Well, I hope this helps anybody who is planning on traveling or will travel in the future if you remember, because I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, don't forget your block to charge your phone just in case they don't have a USB hole. USB
Bring sunscreen.
hole. I keep sunscreen in my purse at all times.
All the sunscreen, even for your
Yes.
face.
Yes. Sunscreen. Don't forget deodorant either, because I don't want to smell you.
Oh, I had that on my list to bring strong deodorant because the regular stuff, like if I'm going to be out doing stuff all
Yeah.
day, it is not going to work. Like if I'm
Yeah.
sitting at home like I am right now, it's whatever, but
Yeah.
I'm bringing the strong clinical strength stuff. Don't you
Out and
worry.
about in the sun. I need two because one's for my underarms and one is for my thighs.
Oh, I have a thigh thing. You want it? Because I didn't use it, I don't think.
No, I just use the deodorant. I feel like it works just fine.
I feel like that's weird. I don't know.
No, because
Because
then
the
if
thigh stuff I have doesn't smell.
well, I mean, nobody's sniffing my thighs, so it doesn't really make a difference.
You don't know that.
If somebody comes and sniffs my thighs, I'm gonna knock
They
them out.
deserve it. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
On that note,
Anyway.
we should probably go.
All right, we'll talk at you next week. I
Week.
think. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.